What's up? It's Thursday. It means time for football. Do have a pick for Thursday night football. This Chiefs Chargers game is this week's highest over under, so you know we're gonna have some action. Already played a couple of interesting spots. One interesting spot of note. I guess the first interesting spot of note it will be Chiefs All-World tight end Travis Kelce over 6.5 receptions at -130, available at the time of recording at MGM. We actually saw this line open at 7.5. But I never really expected a playable play on this. But a lot of pressure on the under came from prominent players in the industry. So we're getting, which probably has a median around 7. So we're getting a playable number at 6.5. Let's just looking at this matchup, Kelsey Hulk smash the Chargers last year in 2 games. First game versus the Chargers, he had 13 targets with 10 receptions, 191 yards. Second game, he had 11 targets, 7 receptions, 104 yards, and should be fed heavily once again. And I know this is a new Kansas City Chiefs offense, and Patrick Mahomes has come out and mentioned that from week to week, we won't know exactly who the guy is among the wide receivers. It seems like there will be pretty high variance in terms of weakest targets and receptions from in the receiving core from week to week. But one thing we do know, Travis Kelce will be heavily involved at all times as he is the Chiefs' main pass catcher. Another interesting play that we have presenting itself with all pro wide receiver Keenan Allen out for the Chargers tonight is Joshua Palmer. And I know in a fantasy circles is a popular name because he plays basically acts as a handcuff and plays basically a 1-for-1 replacement when Keenan Allen does miss a game. And in 2 games Keenan Allen missed last year, Joshua Palmer commanded a 31% target share, an ADOT of 8.7, and ran a route in 90% of Justin Herbert's dropbacks. Now, I know I played this over 4.5 receptions at +116 on FanDuel. I haven't seen that number. I do see a +103 points bet and a -125 on MGM. Both are very playable. But if receptions is not your forte, I would pivot to yards at 43.5, playable at the 47.5. The one thing of note that DeAndre Carter did play a huge role in the Chargers offense when Keenan Allen left the game mid-game week 1 last week. But I think Joshua Palmer is a staple in this offense, and he will be the Keenan Allen replacement. Sometimes mid-game with game flows and the offense adjustments happening on the fly, we don't always see because when you're game planning for a whole week of and when your best player hurts, it's hard to kind of adjust on the fly. So I do expect Joshua Palmer to step right back into his role, command a huge target share, run a route on pretty much every single Justin Herbert drop back, and play that Keenan Allen 1-for-1 replacement. So I will pivot to where I would look for over 4.5 receptions at plus money if you find it. Definitely shop around. If that's not available, I would pivot to yards, playable up to 47.5 yards. Let's get this money. Get ready for Thursday Night Football.